And somebody told me it's gone.
Oh, good. I'm David Mays.
David,
nice to meet you.
David came all the way from Tennessee. Holy smokes!
Yeah.
You can know a lot.
We probably need to back up just a bit. What's up, guys? The time has finally come.
Finally? We've only been planning this for 6 months or so?
About 7-8 months. Unfortunately, there was a change in plans as far as part of this trip, I guess half of this trip.
Yes, I'm staying home, so David's going solo on this one. And mainly because I got some things going on here at the house, and I've got a sick cat that I need to stay with and take care of. So I will be just like you, watching the videos and enjoying the trip that way.
It's about 2,000 to 2,200 miles over to Sisters, Oregon, where I'll be meeting up with a guy that we've been following now for, I guess, about the same amount of time.
It's Jason with Primal Outdoors. So
if you don't follow his channel, by all means,
be sure and
certainly
check him
follow
out.
it. He's doing a Patreon event, and so we decided to head out and meet him for that Patreon event.
And to explore Oregon.
And to explore Oregon. I'm out of here. Look forward to seeing you guys on the road.
And I'll see you next trip.
Brought to you in part by Mountain View Auto Group. Prepare for the off-road. And also by
It's the coldest hand that run down this land with the ocean man. It's the tallest sound, the damn smallest crowd, but their hearts break loud. Far from ever feeling lost with me, I'll push you back towards the land and sea. They're going down for love, and love is free. Stick with me and I will guarantee you're never lost among the crowd with me.
Good morning, everybody. So, made it into Snowville last night, and it's a very small town. There wasn't really a lot of options as far as anywhere between here and the next couple hundred miles. And so for any of you motorcyclists out here, particularly, it's always nice to find a little RV campground like this, because literally you've got options to camp anywhere, ground camp anywhere that you want, basically. But also it's got a really nice bathhouse, and so if you're en route somewhere, this is actually a really nice stopping point. And I believe it's called Earp and James is the name of it. And so maybe Wyatt Earp and James, I don't know. The other factor that was really cool is the total cost of this was $5. So that doesn't happen every day, so that was pretty cool. I've got 568 miles to go to get to Sisters, so I'm going to try to get an early start on that. It's about right around 8 o'clock right now, so I've already been up for a bit. So I'm really, other than just putting the tent down, I'm pretty well packed up and ready to go. And from here, it's just more road. And so anyway, I want to check in and show kind of what the progress was. And I also really wanted to talk about this campground because it's perfect. Like, gives you what you need. The bathroom's really clean. It's great. So anyway, if you're in this area, Snowville, good spot, little RV campground. All right, and we're off. All right, so I made it to Sisters, Oregon yesterday, our last night late, and I think one of the funniest things that you can see in Oregon is an overlanding vehicle set up, rooftop tent, all that kind of stuff, sitting in a motel. So anyway, I'm about to head out to where Jason is camped, and it's only about, I don't know, 15 miles away, but I kind of wanted to go over a few things that kind of happened along the way. So I discovered last night, I'll show you, I had something that was poking through the canvas, and it ended up messing up my tent or my cover. Now the cover I knew was not going to be a long-term solution because it's just not rugged enough, and especially when you're going all the way across the country. But I did hope that it was going to make it for this one trip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some tenacious tape, it's called, and I'll put it on the top and the bottom, and that should probably hold it until I can work out another solution. I tried to work on a hard top for it, but I just didn't have time to get it together. I've got an idea in my head, whether it turns out practically or not, I don't know. Another issue that we had, at some point, the refrigerator came disconnected from the Jackery. So you can see this is the fridge plug, and it's not a great plug. It's the typical cigarette lighter plug that's somewhat useless from a standpoint of ruggedness, and so somehow it got disconnected, and as a result it ruined everything that was in my fridge. And so now you can see I have created this mechanism to force it to stay wired in. There's got to be a better solution out there than that. I think that will work, and as you can tell, I've got the Jackery itself seat belted in as well. So anyway, definitely not a perfect trip, but as fast-paced as it was, I didn't have a lot of time to do any filming. I didn't have time to do really anything other than just stay on the horse and ride, and so that's what I did. And so now I get to kind of slow things down a little bit and to enjoy the trails and enjoy the beauty out here. It is very crowded here in Sisters. I noticed that the motel that I'm staying in had one room left, and many of the others were full. I did check Campgrounds, they were all full, and so I was kind of left with not a lot of option, especially it being dark, and hadn't planned on a campsite.
The road wasn't technical by any means, but it was seriously washboard, so I decided to go ahead and air down just to help the ride.
we made it to camp. I apologize for not really sharing much of the camp just yet. We all got to talking and got busy and had a great time here at camp. It's dinner time, and so I thought I'd show you a little bit about what I'm eating and some of the things that I chose and how I'm going to season it and stuff. Basically, I got a deal on some T-bones, and so I'm going to be making T-bone, sauteed asparagus, seasoned. I'm going to season the T-bone with some onion and a few new potatoes and maybe a little bit of a green salad to kind of balance that heavy of a meal. So anyway, I'm going to get to it, and here we go. Alright, bon appetit. So this is what it turned out. That's how it turned out. Alright, so I'm going to go over and eat with everybody at Jason's little camp area, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Needless to say, we had a blast that evening.
Dude, I really want to take my kids. Do I have to explain this? Thanks.
Oh, that was great. Okay, so we're back to the camp, and I actually want to show you around at some of the rigs that showed up. There's a nice group here, and we've got, I would say, just about every brand supported here. Theirs is a 250. This thing is he made and stitched this entire tent. Is that not impressive? It's a very impressive rig. It's on a huge F250 platform. And then, of course, here's Jason's rig. Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Sorry, my name is Ray.
Ray. I'm David with
David.
Amazing Life.
I picked up a utility trailer, and this is a material you can get online called 8020.
Okay.
It's 6061 aircraft aluminum, anodized aluminum.
Nice. It looks like very sturdy too.
It is. It absolutely is. Yeah, this is all
really cool.
super sturdy, and then this is a faucet with a
Nice.
pump. I've got.
So you built all that?
I did. Yep.
Very
I've got
cool.
36 gallons of fresh water in there.
Nice.
Slide out, comes out. Got the nice big Dometic. I don't remember.
What size is that? That's a.
I want to say it's 85.
I was going to say that is a massive one.
It's dual zone, yeah.
Very,
So
very
it's,
cool.
it's perfect for the
my
adult
gosh.
beverages and the other side.
The necessities. I love this.
So I built
that's a great plan.
So I'm building a countertop to go here, little silverware roll, and then cook partner stove.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the stove. The stove is amazing.
Thanks for talking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great trailer. It matches matches your truck size.
It wasn't intentional, but yeah,
it looks good.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, there's everything from custom-made trailers to just car camping type stuff, where they're pulling out everything out of the back, and there's nothing wrong with that either. So you don't have to have all the fancy stuff to really enjoy the outdoors, and I kind of think that's what Primal Outdoors is all about. And so this whole event has just been a really nice casual come and go, and unfortunately I didn't get around earlier because there's been other people that have come through earlier in the week, but we've just all had a lot of fun here. I hope you get to see a little bit of this and perhaps consider joining Jason's Patreon, and you can be invited to something like this next year. I wanted you to meet, and you're going to probably blush on this, but a guy that to me and my wife was honestly a huge inspiration on why we chose to shift to four-wheel. And of course I still do motorcycle videos, you guys know that, but between Donald with SoftRoadingTheWest and Jason with Primal Outdoors, these two guys basically inspired me to shoot videos the way that you're shooting them. And if you've ever gone to his channel, if you haven't, you certainly need to. But the thing I love about what both of you guys do is it puts you in the story. But you do an excellent job, and
thank you.
And I just wanted to kind of share that on the channel. And guys, by all means, look at this stuff. They have a beautiful landscape out here, and this is one reason that I wanted to come, because Oregon is absolutely gorgeous. But I know that because of y'all's channels. What led you to get started? What was your calling?
It was, I didn't even know what overlanding was.
Right.
I just started exploring back roads. I just found that I enjoyed, and not even like dirt roads, wilderness. I was exploring back roads. Then I kept finding myself getting into like more gravel roads and wanting to push a little further. And so then I got the Forester, so I'd have something that I felt a little more confident in.
Yeah.
And it just, the more I did it,
Curiosity,
and then it's like, it used to be I just do day trips, and then I realized, well, if I'm out this far, gosh, it'd be nice if I could just stay out here and then go a little farther, rather than going home every night. And it starts snowballing, and then you start trying to like, okay, how can I camp more comfortably, and how can I modify my vehicle so I can get to more of these places and some of these more primitive, unmaintained roads. And that's where you start really getting into some amazing wilderness and sites that 99% of the population never sees.
Yeah.
And you really, the only way to figure out what works for you is to
do
get
it
out
wrong.
there and do it. Exactly. And you realize, oh, here's how this could be better.
Yeah.
And then you just go back home and you re-engineer. You figure out a way. How can I make this work better?
And that's part of the fun.
It is. It really is part of the fun. It's very. It's enjoyable, and you get to be creative and use a little ingenuity, and yeah, I love it. Yeah,
Awesome.
Love it. Yeah.
Listen, thanks again.
Really
It's
great to
been
meet
a pleasure
you.
to meet you.
Yep.
And hopefully we can
And-
ride together sometime.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but enjoy your.
Really looking forward to it.
You're gonna have a great time.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Check you later.
I want you to meet EdwardShin, because if you like adventure travel, if you like, regardless of whether you're two-wheel or four-wheel, this stuff is very inspiring. And so Ed's one of the guys that has been really, I really like your footage. I like, how you cut up stuff. It's a great show. So tell me a little bit about your new rig, which that's a story that you'll have to just see on his channel. But tell me about your new rig and kind of what you do.
Yeah, so this is a 2021 Ram Rebel. Initially, I had a Tundra, which got into an accident, and I was looking for a replacement, but with the automotive industry, how it is right now, it's impossible to find anything like that, especially for a decent price, or a fair price, I think.
Even spare parts.
Even spare parts.
I have determined, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of backlog and everything. So fortunately, somehow, we were able to find a brand new Ram Rebel 2021. It's supposed to be black, but I did wrap it. And I tried to make a lot of functional modifications to the truck to be able to get outdoors. And the reason for the wrap was so that I can preserve some of the paint from the pinstriping that goes on. So we have that, and then of course we did the lift level, bigger tires for winter travel and things like that. And it's a constant build, a constant research, getting ideas and things like that. But the main idea of it is to be able to just get out into the backcountry, get out to places where not many cars can easily go, but facilitate it because, you know, I have a wife and a baby now, and I want to be able to bring them out and still provide some comfort on the way. And it's all about the outdoors and camping, and I think that's what kind of drives our passion to be able to do these things and build up our rigs and get the setup that we do, because we want to be comfortable out there and still enjoy nature, which is what it is all about.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things, you know, my build is not like a super rock crawler, you know, type build, because I know in order for me to enjoy some of the things I want to do, I got to travel 500 miles to 1,000 miles to get there.
That's right.
And I know you got to run. I appreciate you taking the time.
It was a pleasure, honor meeting you too, and just hearing about how you made this kind of journey. It's inspiring for me too. And now,
well, if you ever make it to the east,
yep,
then look me up and I'll show you some stuff over there.
Well, Jason, I really appreciate you setting this thing up. I had a blast. I think everybody else here. I'm looking forward to this next week coming up.
Yeah, no, I think this next week of travel, I'm glad that it worked out that you have the extra time, because, man, you came all the way out here. I feel like you've sat in one spot.
So far, I've seen a really nice campground.
Yeah. So it'd be great to be able to share some more of what we got here in Oregon. I mean, it's only one small taste, but I think you'll enjoy it for sure. On the point of like you coming out and appreciating, like, that's what's great for this event for me is, you know, all the people coming out and be able to spend some time with them, and I just want to again say thank you to like everybody that supports me on the Patreon and came out, and those that can't even come out because they're too far away, but super humbling.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, if you're not following him, because I know a lot of the guys on the east side may not have heard of Primal Outdoors, he's got an excellent channel. I'll put a link right on the screen. Definitely check his channel out, because it's just great film work, great art. So anyway,
thanks a lot, man.
I look forward to it coming up the next week.
All right,
we'll see you guys. Until next time, as always, make life amazing.
That's it for this video. Please like the video and stay tuned for more episodes coming up, from kayaking in Oregon to issues in Utah. You don't want to miss them. Oh yeah, I test drove a Rubicon while I was there. I think it was a diesel too, by the way it sounded.